Okay, for this video, we're starting with the universal curette using the rules. So I'm starting by showing you how to insert the instrument. You want to be at 0 degrees, then do light exploratory strokes that are oblique motion. And when you feel calculus, you angle at 70 degrees and do pressure for activated strokes to remove that calculus. Again, making sure to go all the way in a proximal. You want to make sure to go all the way 51%. So unlike the video, make sure to adjust your hand and ankle to make sure you are doing that. With the linguals, I'm showing you how you know it's the wrong end. You see the blade is pointing out towards the gingiva, so you can't even do exploratory light strokes without it causing trauma to the gingiva. As you insert your instrument, pay attention to where the working end is to make sure you're using the proper side. You also want to make sure you're doing oblique and bobbing motions to make sure you're not just swiping across the gingiva and damaging the attachment or causing any other trauma. In the posteriors, it's easy to see the correct working end. You want to use the V to the D. Again, I'm showing the wrong working end and how it's almost impossible because you are hitting the tooth and you're pulling up at the gingiva, clearly hurting your patient as you're doing it. In this video, you could see that I didn't sit at the correct working end, so my wrist had to be in a bent position. You want to make sure you're not doing that when you are working on a patient. Next, I'm using the 204 SD, so again, V to the D to ensure the proper working end for those posterior. This is a sickle, so you want to make sure to keep it supra and not to go sub. We also want to make sure to adapt very well to the tooth. As you use it, make small movements and adapt all the way in approximately to not poke or cause trauma on the gingiva or adjacent tooth. If you look closely, you could see my thumb roll in order to make sure that I get in approximately and go or adapt into the tooth without causing trauma. In one of my videos, I am showing finger flexing. You want to avoid this, especially during scaling. It could cause major fatigue and could really damage your fingers after doing this for a while. For anteriors, you want to use the jaquette or Gracie's ideally, but for the sake of the video, I'm using a 204 SD. In the anteriors, you really want to pay attention to adaptation. Anteriors adapt a lot faster and you want to avoid trauma, again, to the tissue or to the tooth adjacent. But sickles are great here for the tighter contacts, and that is all. Okay, thanks!